tenemos aquí en la cámara 2, tenemos por allí el hospitality de Coach y también la zona de los palcos, la zona VIP, y bueno, está al ladito también.
The fourth round of the FIM MX1 MX2 Motocross World Championship took place in Mexico, just outside of Guadalajara. And in race one, in the MX2 category, the KTMs of Jeffrey Hurlings and Jeremy Van Hoorbeek led the way, with the Belgian Van Hoorbeek making the early break. But after 3 or 4 laps, he was caught by his teammate, Jeffrey Hurlings, and these two squared up to each other. Van Hoorbeek tried to hold on for as long as possible, but in the end, he couldn't stop the challenge from Jeffrey Hurlings. Tommy Searle started in 4th, took half the race to get past the fast starting Valentin Tellier, eventually got through to 2nd past Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, but it was a win for Jeffrey Hurlings in moto number 1. Searle was 2nd, Van Hoorbeek was 3rd. Moto number 2 for MX2, another good start for the KTMs of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek and Jeffrey Hurlings. Tommy Searle was in 3rd position going through turn 1. A couple of riders falling at the back end of the field, but on the first lap, Jeffrey Hurlings wasting no time this time getting past his teammate, and he found a way through on Jeremy Van Hoorbeek right on the top end of the circuit. Tommy Searle fell 2 corners later from 3rd position and would then find himself down in 12th place. He would have to work extremely hard to fight his way back through the field. He eventually came home in 2nd position. Up front though, Jeffrey Hurlings had a comfortable advantage as Tommy Searle closed in on Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, and that was him taking 2nd position. But just like he did in moto number 1, Hurlings took the checkered flag and victory in moto number 2. He won the Mexican Grand Prix and extended his lead in the championship in the process. Tommy Searle was 2nd overall, Jeremy Van Hoorbeek was 3rd, and Jeffrey Hurlings continues to lead the championship. He collected the red plate as well as we head to Brazil, round 5.
No, para nada. Así los invitamos que nos visiten el peralte de la primera vuelta, ¿no?
Parece que ya estamos listos. Allá va el juez con la bandera, 30 segundos.
Señores, y toda la cobertura que tenemos para todos los que nos siguen. Y bueno, tenemos ya. Muchas gracias.
Moto number 1 in the MX1 category. A good start and a good jump initially for the 121 Xavier Borg, but it was 377 Christophe Pourcel who rounded turn 1, but just behind Clement de Salle. Wasn't long though before Pourcel was back in the lead with Tony Cairoli in 3rd position. Mistake though from Pourcel allowed Clement de Salle up the inside on the Rockstar Energy Racing Suzuki, but then shortly after that Christophe Pourcel went back after Clement de Salle and found himself leading again. He then led for another couple of 3 laps before de Salle went through and led the next part of the race, the middle phase of the race. Tony Cairoli was always there, keeping a watching brief over both riders. Cairoli then joined the party and challenged Clement de Salle for the lead, and eventually Cairoli would go through to lead for the final part of the race and go on to win from de Salle and de Dijker. In the second MX1 race, it was once again another good jump for the 377 Christophe Pourcel, but he found himself coming under pressure immediately from the 121 Xavier Borg, Clement de Salle, and the number 9 of Ken de Dijker. David Philippaerts was down and around 6th place in the early stages of the race. Tony Cairoli just behind him. As the race continued, Cairoli started his march through the field, picking off the likes of Xavier Borg, and then eventually he caught up to Clement de Salle, made a mistake coming out of a corner, and then lost a couple of positions. That then paved the way for David Philippaerts, who didn't have to overtake Cairoli in racing terms, but he then found his way through the field, caught and passed the likes of de Dijker, Pourcel, and eventually Clement de Salle to take the lead with 5 laps to go. He would also then go on to win the moto after this mistake from Clement de Salle allowed the Italian just to get away just enough at the end of the race. Philippaerts would go on to win his first race of the season. Tony Cairoli would win the overall Grand Prix and extend his points lead at the top of the championship table as well. He collected another red plate. He's still the championship leader as we go to Brazil, round 5.
a escuchar respetuosamente.